So in today's video, Gina Chamesi here, your favorite psych nurse practitioner, talking about this video of a man, husband, tried to kill his wife off a cliff in Hawaii.
Terror on this breathtaking hiking trail in Hawaii after police say a prominent doctor attempted to push his wife off a cliff and struck her head multiple times with a rock. Dr. Gerhard Koenig allegedly attacked his wife Ariel on her 36th birthday when his wife refused to take a photo with him on the scenic route and tried to stab her with syringes. Cops say two women stumbled upon the attack and chased off the doctor, who fled on foot.
I saw three girls coming down from there, and one of them was all bloodied up. Somebody up there bashed on her head.
An all-out manhunt for the doctor was launched by air and by ground. 7 hours later, cops say after a brief foot pursuit, they found the doctor hiding in the bushes and arrested him for attempted murder. He's an anesthesiologist who provided services at Maui Memorial Medical Center and has now been suspended. His wife, Ariel, is a nuclear engineer.
The doctor's wife is currently listed in critical condition, suffering from multiple facial and head injuries.
New details this morning on the former UPMC doctor accused of trying to kill his wife in Hawaii. Gerhard Koenig made his first court appearance yesterday. Newly released court documents state that the 46-year-old anesthesiologist allegedly attacked his wife while on a hiking trail. It allegedly happened after she refused to take a selfie near the edge of a cliff. His wife told police that he smashed her face into the ground, beating her with a rock nearly a dozen times, and tried to inject her with an unknown liquid. Two nearby hikers helped her get to safety.
Always saw him loving with the kids and with her. Seemed very family oriented. It just, like a switch flipped. I had no idea, I wouldn't think that this would be something that he would ever do.
We'll waive reading of it.
And that was a housekeeper for the family. Koenig is charged with second degree attempted murder. He was not able to post his $5 million bond and will be back in court coming up on Monday.
Hey, did you guys hear about that doctor that tried to kill his wife in Hawaii? Apparently, they went on a trail walk and he hit her in the head with a rock and then threw her down the trail. Apparently because she refused to take a photo with him. I think that's bullshit. What do you want to bet there's another woman involved? Guarantee you. Apparently he's not a neurosurgeon. An anesthesiologist. Ha! Apparently he's an anesthesiologist. He used to work at the University of Pittsburgh, and then now works in Maui. He's like early 40s. That's young. Tried to put needle marks in her. I guarantee you, to try to make it seem like she was either a drug addict or like suicidal or something or some shit. This was not well planned out. I guarantee you he did plan this out though. This was definitely not spur of the moment. Like, this is why you don't hear of a lot of women murderers. It's not because there aren't any. It's because they're not as caught as often. That's my theory. I might be wrong. I've watched a shit ton of Investigation Discovery and not a lot of them are women. You guys get angry and then do stupid shit. Women, we're thoughtful. We're detail-oriented. We're not murderers. What do y'all think? You think there's another woman involved? Do you think that this was premeditated, or do you think that this was just in the heat of the moment? He got pissed. She wouldn't take a picture. This dude is a doctor, and this is the best he can come up with? No, that's just one of the dumbest things I've heard of. If I were to kill somebody, this is not how I would do it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
So my take on this husband who tried to unalive his wife off of a cliff in the beautiful island of Hawaii. Listen, if you know, ladies, African ladies globally, hear me and hear me well. I say this all the time. If you see the patterns, if you see what is dishing out to you, tell me how it makes sense This man seemed distant, seemed cold. He's hiding his phone. He's sleeping in a different room. He's not talking to you. He's giving you the silent treatment. He's stonewalling you. He's barely giving you his dingling. Even though you're married, you're the one trying to pursue him to have intimate time. You're the one working 2-3 jobs to pay for the car, the mortgage that he claims to have bought for you and the family. You are the one taking care of the kids 100% of the time. He's barely present. He'll say he's busy at work, but the busyness doesn't produce much in regard to your support, the kids' support, the support for the home. There's no home that is being made. Everything is about him. Everything is circling around this guy because he's the prize, or he believes he's the prize. And you are so desperate to be in some sort of a marriage, a situation, a complexity, or whatever that looks like. You have drunk the Kool-Aid, because sometimes you have drunk the Kool-Aid. But the thing is, when you drink the Kool-Aid and it tastes yucky, you're like, that doesn't taste right. Try it again. Second strike, you're like, this Kool-Aid really is not sitting well with my stomach. It's making me bloated. It's making me nauseous. It's making me cry. It's making me sad. I can't sleep. I can't concentrate. I can't focus on my purpose as a woman. I'm fasting. I'm praying. I'm hoping it will change. I have an idea, an ideology of him. I'm idealizing this marriage. I'm putting this marriage on such pedestal. Is consuming my day. I sense that my pH balance is off. Like, what is going on? Is it bringing home peace and love or hatred? You're feeling walking on eggshell. The kids are walking on eggshell because you're constantly bickering, fighting. Whatever is bringing you STI, STDs besides lack of peace. Like, and then you still go on hiking. That he can tell you to start there by the cliff to take your picture, only for you to want to push you off. I'm not blaming her, but this is a thing that sometimes we do. We know what it is happening, but emotionally we tend to want to revert back to how things were the first week when you met that person, and that person literally is with you for convenience only. You're like an appliance or a tool that he's just using as a means to an end. You had babies with him, fine. He sometimes get STS from you, fine. You keep him warm in the winter, fine. You are there. You entertain his friends, fine. You're there. You are a piece of the furniture there. He doesn't respect your mind, your even when you bring your suggestions or whatever to him, he doesn't ever consider. Sometimes some men will bring, which is fine, like you're having ideas. It doesn't necessarily mean that what you say, that's what he has to do. Fine, you can negotiate. He takes a little piece of yours. At least you can sense a little bit of consideration and respect for your ideas and contributions to the marriage, to the relationship, and mutual goals, and you have your individualized goals. But this person is not thinking of you like that. It's only thinking of you as a means to an end. You're providing part of the finances in the home, but he literally, you can sense that the person does not like you. But that's where you're going to be like, oh, just because you have that paper sign and you claim you're married or you have that copper ring on, that doesn't mean that person is like unequivocally like you or love you. Your definition of love as a woman is so different from what his definition of love and care and showing up the way you show up and doing too much the way you do. It's not the same definition as he has. So going on cruises where you can stand at the edge of the boat and he can potentially push you off the ledge, and you've never been like, I've watched so many Dateline, and this dark psychology of relationships behind the scenes, just to keep you on tails, because some of us are so naive to the death of what men can go to just to get rid of you. Also, third one, hiking, cruising is life insurance. It's great. It's a great way to build legacy. But when you see your partner's patterns, how he's showing up and not showing up, especially when you think his finances might be messy or whatever, and you have a life insurance together, you better watch your back, because he can plan to get rid of you because he's going to get all that $500,000, million, whatever dollar that he's looking to get so he can transform his life completely, so he can go and live with that woman of his dream, that Instagram model that he cannot afford, but now all of a sudden he can afford it. He will do you dirty, or some of them will, refinance the home behind your back and take the money and go start his life somewhere far away with it. But the thing is, like, wake up, get the veil out. These men sometimes are so dark, manipulative, sadist, like literally to the downright of things. Murder for hire is a thing. So if you're married to a man and you're seeing, don't pretend like you're not seeing. I feel bad. I hope that she can recover from this and tell us more of what the story is. He accuses her of cheating, but this is another point that sometimes it's, such a big difference in how man and woman we show up in relationship, in marriages. Men cheat and it's like normalized so much and conditioned that it's okay, but some of us women, I say we are not mothers, so we can't even tolerate that level of dishonesty and betrayal and lack of commitment in the marriage. That sometimes some of this marriage end because of that, but you're staying with this partner and you're seeing the change, and then you choose to go cheat on him. And a lot of men, they are vengeful. They will give you payback.
Decided to go for a hike, and that's when all hell broke loose. Ariel reportedly refused to get near the edge of the Pali lookout so that Gerhardt could snap some selfies. Police say that's when Gerhardt threw her into some nearby bushes and began bashing her head with a rock and tried to inject her with God knows what.
I definitely think this was premeditated.
Why do you think so, other than the fact that it sounds like there were syringes involved, and one doesn't typically hike with a syringe?
Because it wasn't just the one time that he attacked her while they were on this hike. It was 3 different times in which he tried to either incapacitate her or attack her or worse, kill her. I don't think it was just a moment where he snapped and he got angry, but I believe it was more calculated than that. He tried to have the selfie near the cliff. That didn't work. He then tried to inject her. When that didn't work because she bit him, he then bashed her head in with a rock.
Talk to me a little bit about this FaceTime call that allegedly he had with his son after the alleged attack, but before he was arrested. What else was said in that call?
So he allegedly called his son, who is Ari's stepson, and he reportedly was bloody while he was on this FaceTime call and confided, I tried to kill her, she got away, and that he was going to jump off a cliff and take his own life, which we, of course, now we know it didn't happen. But what I find interesting, too, is the restraining order was not only granted for her, but for their 2 children, her mother, their dog, and then also her stepson, the one that he had called that day.